So this is the second question in the evaluation. How effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary texts? So as part of the course we had to make 2 other ancillary texts, and I decided to do a review and a poster. I ended up creating 6 posters, and I'll take you through each one as I look at how they work well together. So looking at these 3 to start with, so the poster here, you've got the title being in a sort of handwritten font here of Love Lola, which I think is quite effective. I think it links with the title we have in the film.
What's to come but Lola Riley.
You look here again, you've got the handwritten font, and the way it's placed on the screen, it looks like it's being written as it goes along. I also felt I like the way you've got the red writing it with that red hint of red going along, as it links nicely then with the poster itself. You've got the use of love, life, death in red and the date in red, and Lola herself, the character, always has the colour scheme of red linked in with her. It's her colour, as it's got the connotations of sort of a danger and also a warning, so it's sort of telling these other 2 characters, like warning them as what's to come, being involved with her. She is a dangerous character. So if you look in the poster, I know you can't really see it, but she's got red nails and red lips here, which highlight the colour red on her character here. I made the poster in sort of a sepia font, so it sort of tells you about the style of the film. So it's not completely black and white, so it's not completely an old-fashioned film noir. But it's got some of the old codes and conventions of the film, so you can then realise that we've modernised some of the codes and conventions, and so we've interpreted it using like a sepia look rather than black and white. That's why I decided to make one in this colour scheme. So going back to the idea of red, this is her outfit she wears when she's on stage singing, and as you can see here, you've got the red nails, the red background with the red staging, and then you've got the floral dress, which sort of brings in the theme of deception, because the flowers sort of have the iconography of sort of a positive and innocent character you'd expect, but as you know from codes and conventions of a femme fatale, they normally are quite deceiving and manipulative, and then shows you how she's trying to hide her true identity from the audience and the 2 characters eventually by making out she's innocent when in fact she's not. And we've highlighted this by always having the colour red, so like here she's got the red lips, red nails at the beginning here, then she's got red heels on here, got the red heels here, and she's given a red gift here, so you've always got the colour red highlighted throughout the film. You know it's an important colour. So as well as that, the text on the poster is in sort of a American typewriter font, and this links nicely with the opening, as we use a typewriter to introduce the production company, and that is its logo in a typewriter font, which I've placed on the poster here as well, so it all links together. The only difference is that I've used white and black with a black background on the film and a white background and black text on here, but that was just so it showed up a bit clearer on the posters. That was the only reason for that. I didn't use the actual American typewriter font on the review, but looking at my research, a lot of the Empire and Total Film reviews didn't actually use the font they use in the films, so I didn't see that it mattered that I didn't either, as review is a bit different, isn't completely just out there to advertise the film. It's more to look at its review and how good or bad it is. But it's got the details up here, so you know the production company name here. I carried on the theme of red on the review as well, so you've got the use of the red borders. I actually used Total Film instead of Empire because it's got the red logo. I thought carrying on the theme of red would be quite good with Lola's character, so even before they've seen the film, you've got that constant colour of red everywhere. You know it's a really important colour in the film, especially associated with Lola. So moving on to the next poster. This is, I think, the best picture we took on the day, and that's why I decided to use it on the review on the on the double-page spread, giving it the biggest frame. What I really like, again, you've got that links it all well really nicely together, is the colour sort of colour scheme we've used. So it's quite a dark sepia sort of colour, And that's the same for both these pictures on the review, and also in the actual fight scene at the end in the film. It's sort of got that sepia look to it, which tells you, that links them all together, and you know they're all sort of connected, and it's actually shot at the time of the scene, if that makes sense. Instead of using like a proper photo booth where you can take them and change the lighting, we decided to do it on set instead, so you've got it based in the actual setting of the film, and I felt that that was a good way to show a connection between the poster and the film itself, and then obviously on the review as well. I also felt with this picture you could analyse Simon's outfit, which he's wearing here. As you can see here, he's got the black tie, white shirt and black trousers, which you can analyse as black being the dangerous colour. It's associated with that sort of danger element. And then you've got the white, which is associated with innocence, so the idea that he is being corrupted by Lola. I've also kept on the poster the colour scheme going with the red element, so you've got Lola highlighted in red, so linking her to that colour, that she is the dangerous person. And also what I liked in this one is I highlighted the 2 L's and then death in red, so you've got the alliteration of the love life, and then I felt that that linked well with the Lola as it's all L's, and then the audience could see a connection there. And then the death being in red highlights the plot of the film, the idea that there is a dangerous element. I felt the poster also with the gun and the cigarette, which is a proper coding convention of film noir, it's always used. Having the gun pointed down to the death is quite effective way, and links the idea that the gun is maybe how someone dies. And there's loads of points in the film where the guys have cigarettes in their hands, and Lola has one here, and then you've got the use of the guns at the end of the film here. As they pass over the corruption from her to him. So there's always, and those connect quite well together. And then you've got that theme going through here with the image on the review, and you sort of get an idea of the genre from the text that I've written as well. So what have I written? So I've put, the short film culminates everything that is film noir whilst adding its modern twist to give it a unique edge that is interesting and exciting to watch. So I've tried to mention the idea that it's not just got film noir traits, it's got other genres as well, so you, that the audience are aware of what's in the film before they go and see it, and it links with the other 2 as well. So looking at the next poster, again, this is another one of Simon. I decided to give him 2 posters as he is the protagonist in the film and a very important character. You've again got the costume, which you can analyse, and you've got the text in red, completely in red this time, so again linking Lola to the colour. This time I changed the slogan to expect the unexpected, which I felt linked with the plot. You've got the idea that they expect her to be not a nice girl, when in fact the unexpected is the twist at the end, when in fact she's evil, and played both of the guys. I've kept the colour scheme going with the date being in red as well, and I also felt using the 15 certificate was quite good to go with the colour scheme, as it's in a red colour scheme as well, and again links really well with the rest of the colours that you see on the 3 media texts. Again, this post is in sort of a sepia font and links with the colouring you've got on the review of the images, so you're sort of given hints to the sort of genre that's in the film. I felt the slogan as well, not that one, but the slogan on the other posters, so Love, Life, Death here, tells you the sort of genre it is as well. So you've got the love elements here, so you've got the idea, the theme of romance, the genre of romance, when you've got the rom-com montage bit here.
I took her out a few times after we met.
So you've got the love element there, and I also thought it went quite well with the title. Having Love Lola as a title, you have that romantic genre coming through in the title as well, giving the audience hints. As well as that, you've got life, and death, so they're questioning who will survive and who will not, and this is emphasised obviously by the gun, which is prominent in the review, the poster, and also in the film itself. There, if you look, like I said earlier, there's always a gun in the film. What I just like about this poster is the idea that you get to see all three characters. Again, it's very similar structure to the rest of the posters, the use of the American typewriter font, the logo and everything, and also they're wearing the same costumes that they are in the film. Lola wears the black here, and she wears the scarf here, and then in the actual fight scene, and that's what they're wearing as they realise what Lola's really like, as you can see here. So that they link really nicely together. It's based where the actual scene happens, and then again I've used the same poster on the review here as it's quite effective, and I felt that you get to see all three characters on the from the film straight away looking at the review like this. Going to the next poster. This one's of the two guys in the film. I've got again the use of the Love Lola alliteration idea with the red highlighted for the Lola. Again set on the setting where the final fight scene takes place. They both look confused to emphasise the idea that Lola does confuse them and change their lives. I also like the fact she's absent in quite a few of these posters, so you've got the idea of sort of secrets and hiding, and which is a common theme in film noir, hiding away. She's not always there, so leaving the audience with unanswered questions that they can only find out from the film. Sorry. You've got the absence of her in this image as well, but in the review I tried to make sure you had an image of her so you knew who all three characters were, so then you'd want to go and see them. For a proper film, if you're showing the characters in the film and you hear the actors' names, it's more, and you like them, it's more likely you'll go and see it after, when you know if they're a good actor or actress. And then the final poster is just one of Charlie, again highlighting the elements of red, the same slogan, the date and the typewriter font. Again, you've got the emphasis of the cigarette pot as a prop, and then this one you've got the use of the lamppost, which is in the film, in the final fight scene again, when we don't realise it is Charlie who's leaning on the lamppost, which links the character to that prop in the film. You know that they're linked together, so that's why I really liked using these sort of setting for the poster and the review, because they're linked straight away to the film and given more than they realise as looking at the posters from the film. And when they saw the trailer, they'd then be able to associate the settings in the trailer to the posters themselves. And also for the review, you don't have to go into too much genre, because the setting that is used sort of tells you the sort of genre it is, the sort of crime side elements to it with the use of the guns and things like that, so you know the sort of genre it's going to be. So yeah, I think they all work very effectively together. So looking at the review again, I've just given a plot summary here, so you know the sort of genre it is, and like with highlighting the word sort of murder, mentioning sort of shocking twists and things like that, so you have an idea of what it's going to be like. And then I felt sort of using typing those sort of words, it links with the posters with the use of the slogan with the death, so you've got the link there with the murder, and obviously the film has the use of the guns and the actual shooting as well in the film, so you've got that link there. And I think they all link really effectively together, because if you look at this shot here, you've got the shot of Lola pointing the gun to camera, which she does in this shot here, so everything links really well, and they all are based around the actual plot of the film itself, so there's no confusion at all, they're all really linked well.